All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys hear me talk about my life so much, about the driving, the Uber life, all the podcasts, all the cool ass content that I'm making because it's just so cool. Well, now it's time to get down to the real shit, the honest truth with Bobbbaaaay. Here are 5 things that you don't know about the bearded man. First being, when I was in 3rd grade, I had to see a therapist at my elementary school because I was nervous that my parents were going to die. Yes, you heard right. I, for some reason, thought my parents were going to die. I remember being a kid, bawling my eyes out. Even at night, I would have to go sleep in my parents' room because I felt like they were going to die. And I don't know what it was. My sister was 2 years younger than me. She was probably laughing at me because we had bunk beds. And she's like, Bobby's got to go to the other room. He's such a baby. I get to sleep by myself. And I went to my parents' room. But when I was in 3rd grade, I had to see a therapist. And I can kind of vividly remember going to this therapist and talking to them about what was happening. And there was never an understanding as to why I was going through it. But it was a moment. It was something that I had to go through as a kid. And I think it was just, and that's something I think I've dealt with throughout my life. Even I remember in preschool, I was doing that too. Damn, I was crying when I was in preschool about leaving my parents. What the hell? Shit. I was moving to California. I was, Mom, Dad, I'm leaving. But no, I think what it speaks the truth to is how family-oriented I am and how important my parents and my family has played a role into getting me to where I am today. But in 3rd grade, I did see a therapist. Second truth, what you don't know, is I am, in fact, the slowest reader of all time. I think back in high school when I took the SATs, I believe I got less than 1,400, and I struggled through it. I think it was like 1,350, something in that ballpark. I have been the slowest reader of all time. And that even goes back to elementary school too. Oh my God, another one. I had to get tutored for like a summer or two just to speed up my reading process because I wasn't comprehending what I was actually reading and I couldn't translate it into actual tests and exams. And honestly, I still can't, but I forced myself to read and I continuously try to read daily and just try to keep pumping through the motions. It literally could take me in a 30-minute reading session, I don't know, I might get through 10, 15 pages, but I still keep reading. But that was something that I struggled with when I was a kid. I just didn't enjoy reading. I think a big problem was that we were always forced, as students, you're always forced to read the classics, and I never really enjoyed it. And so now that I'm at a different point in my life and I'm 25 years young, you know what I mean, I'm cool now, I try to read books that I'm actually interested in, and I've found that to be really important. You have to read books that you're interested in reading, otherwise you're not going to read it. So finding the right books ends up helping you want to read more. But still to this day, 25 years young, I am not ashamed to say that I'm a slow reader, but it doesn't stop me from picking up a book and really trying to force myself to sit down and read and learn, because I think it's important to listen to podcasts and interviews, learn through listening. I think it's important to learn from visually watching, and I think it's also important to try to force myself to read. That's just my opinion, but SATs, no bueno, no good. Third truth, and one that I'm just not happy about. I am not great with names. I am terrible with names. Shout out to my man Evan Healy, my freshman year roommate, who I just remember being so damn good at remembering people's names. I would introduce this guy to one person and he would remember the entire school. And remembering people's names is something I have never been great with, and it makes no sense. I run a podcast. You talk to people all day. How do you remember their names? Well, I'm good in those scenarios. I'm good on the one-on-ones and I can remember a name. But if I go to a party and I'm like getting introduced to a bunch of people, I'm just like, oh, nice to meet you. Gonna forget your name. Oh, John? Awesome, John. We'll see you probably never. I'm going to forget that. Oh, your name was Lisa. Awesome. I'll remember that for the next 15 minutes. I've just never been good with names, and I've tried my best. I wish everybody in this world was forced to wear a sticker on their forehead with their name or maybe a badge on their chest. I think it would help everybody, but I've just never been great with names, and I try my best to find ways to remember certain names, but the only way for me to actually remember is to make the person repeat it multiple times and to have that one-on-one conversation. For somebody who is a podcaster, a big people's person, you might say, Bobbbaaaay, how are you not good with names at this point? Well, I don't know. And if you have any suggestions, let me know, because I need to get better. Thank you. Fourth one, and one truth that my man Dylan, who I live with, would laugh at me. My eyes for design is horrible. Not great. I hope you guys and gals get a kick out of some of the design that I put out there into the world, whether it's YouTube thumbnails, whether it's covers for IGTV series. I hope y'all are laughing as much as I am, because I'm terrible. Not great at design. Colors, they all look the same. Put them together, keep it simple. That's why I've found that sticking to my blacks, my grays, my whites, my blues, those are all really my favorite colors, and they all blend together. So if I keep them together, I can't lose. But my eye for design is terrible. I will pat myself on the back and say I've been getting better with it over the last, 2-ish, 3 years with content creating and being this cool YouTuber and all that cool jazz. I've slowly started to pay attention more to how to get better at design, and I really like fonts now, you know what I mean? I know fonts for all the designers out there, big deal. But I'm slowly but steadily trying to get better with design. My eye for design has never been great. I definitely just never could gravitate towards it, but I'm okay with that. It's a work in progress. Everything creatively, everything that we're trying to do in our lives is always a work in progress, and it's something that I'm trying to get better at. I've realized simplicity is key, and so I know moving forward that is where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna keep things simple, but I'm always gonna be working on my eyes for design. So don't hate on me, okay? All right, last one, fifth truth, and I saved this one for last. I almost threw this one out to the garbage, but I said, you know what? If I'm doing a vlog on honest truths, I have to be the honest truth. I have not been on a date. I can't believe I'm doing this. I have not been on a date since March of 2017. March of 2017, the bearded man. Now I know, hold the phone. I know, you're thinking, damn, this guy got no game. Bobbbaaaay can't spit it to the girls. Hold on, okay? That doesn't mean that the bearded man don't got game, okay? Put me in a room with 10 beautiful women, and I'm gonna remember all their names, and they're gonna remember my name, all right? Let's keep things on a level playing field, because the bearded man can't be stopped. The reason I haven't gone on a date since March of 2017 is because I know people are gonna hate on me for this, but I've been focused on falling in love with myself, with trying to build and create this dream life for the bearded man, whether it's YouTube content, podcasting. I've just been so heavily invested in myself that I haven't allowed myself to go out on dates because I am scared that it's just gonna pull away from me investing time into myself and creating and trying to build my business. So I've just said, I'm not gonna do it. The last date I went on was with a girl from college after we graduated. Long story short, literally, I would argue top 10 most beautiful girls in my graduating class. Me and her connected after we graduated, didn't even talk in college. I slid through the DM, we got coffee, it was fabulous. But Bobbbaaaay being scared, this was when I was living in Boston, I said, can't do it right now, coach. And I never followed up because I was scared that if I pursued this beautiful woman, it was gonna pull me away from everything else, and then I was gonna lose out on opportunities, and I was gonna be invested in somebody, and blah, 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 blah. So, honestly, haven't been on a date since. Is Bobbbaaaay not good with the ladies? Absolutely not. Come on, look at the bearded man. You guys know me. You know I got game. I've just been so heavily invested on focusing in on myself that I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep doubling down on myself, and I will get back out in the market soon enough. You know what I'm saying? I'll put out that for sale sign. Come on in. Come say what up, Bobbbaaaay's here, we're ready to have a good time. But honestly, I haven't been on a date since March 2017, and guess what? It doesn't make me feel bad. I feel no less. And if people want to talk trash, talk that trash, baby. It's okay. So what is the point of this? What is the point of my 5 honest truths? Why am I making this vlog? Because I want to remind those out there that it is okay to have our weaknesses. We are all human beings. There are certain things about ourselves that we wish we could change, that we want to be different, and that's okay. Being honest with yourself, speaking the truth, telling your truth to yourself is fine. You are no less of a person than anyone else out there. If you own it, if you stand by your truths, nobody can call you out. Just remember that. Just remember the bearded man said, nobody can call you out, and you can make those changes. So at the end of the day, all you gotta do is be you, baby. Be you. I'm gonna be me. The bearded man's gonna be me. I'm going to the top of the mountain with my truths. You can come with me. And we out here, baby. We out. Bobbbaaaay signing off. See ya!
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far.